So what GB RAM is required for 32-bit? 1 GB RAM. 2 GB for 64-bit. That's why
64.
when you are installing 64-bit or then you can install at least 2 GB RAM. 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB depends on your speed, depends on your performance. And what is the hard disk required? 32-bit was required at least 16 GB space, and 64-bit required at least 20 GB space. All are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any question? Installation, I'm going to the official website, which is
Sir,
that website.
sir, what is the difference between 32-bit and 64-bit? I didn't
This
understand,
is the
sir.
architectural difference.
So, what the main difference in architecture, sir, in 32-bit and 64-bit, sir?
Main difference means actually whatever the bits are coming in current version, that are all up to date, just like
Sorry.
64. 64 bits is up to date. 64 bit systems are coming in this format. I mean, current systems that all are coming in
64-bit.
x64.
Sir, any sir technical like anything
Technical
like
speed is different. Technical speed is different. Actually, this is the hardware difference. So that speed is much better in 64 bit. Okay.
Sir, I have one question.
Hmm. Hmm.
2 GB for 64 beta. Is this a minimum criteria? What?
Yeah, minimum criteria.
So earlier computers have so less RAM. In such cases, how bit allocated?
Where it's physically or on virtual machine?
Physical, sir.
Physical. Maybe particular CPU.
I think SSD it is new. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's why I'm asking.
This is the normal requirement.
Okay.
If you install 32-bit, record 1 GB RAM. If you have 64-bit, at least 2 GB. और अभी 2 GB यूज नहीं करते. Multiple, wherever you go to any company will go, at least you will visible 4 GB, 8 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB.
Okay.
Where you easily running 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So where I go now, I installing Windows 10. When we install Windows 10, where I go to official website, which is Microsoft. So maybe all are visible. Windows, download Windows 10. Where I go, I
Yes,
go
sir.
to create Windows 10 installation media. So go to that option. Create Windows 10 installation media. Then click on download tool. This is one type of tools to download the Windows 10 ISO file. ISO file का ISO file, what is ISO file? ISO file का मीनिंग क्या है वो? जैसे हम लोग whenever I go to the official websites, or we can download any Android application. Where in which application you will follow if you download any Android application?
Sir, exe format, sir.
Play
yes,
Store.
file.
Play Store, right? You are
Yes,
using
sir.
what when you're downloading any Android application? What particular application you are use? Play Store.
Play Store.
You go to Play Store and then you will searching WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever you want, and then you can download. So this is a one type of application. What application? This is a media creation tool application, and it's used to download the ISO file. ये use क्यों हो रहा है? That is
Okay.
used to download the Windows. That is not ISO file. That is a particular tool. What is the tool size? What is the tool size? Tool size is 18.5 MB. This is not ISO file. ISO file का size इतना low नहीं हो सकता. that ISO file size at least more than 3 GB if you download 32, and 64-bit more than 4 GB. So this is a particular tools. ये क्या है? Tool है. What is the tool? That is a tool to download the Windows 10. All are clear? Any question? Up to now. सब लोग यहीं पे
No
भूल
question.
करते हैं. Multiple students are wrong in this step. Who not understood, they are thinking this is ISO file, but this is not a ISO file. ये ISO file नहीं है भाई.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. I don't understand, sir. ISO file exactly.
Okay. ISO file I describe you later. Currently, what I describe, you understood. अभी जो
yes,
बोल रहे
sir.
वो समझ में. That is
This is not
that is
ISO
a tool.
file.
That is a tool, and that is the tool to download the ISO. इस टूल से हम लोग ISO को डाउनलोड करेंगे. ये ISO नहीं है. ये समझ में आ गया? All are understood up to now.
Yes, sir.
How to download Windows 10? Now open the tool. Do you want to allow to make change your device? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now the tool started. All are visible. Get
Yes, sir.
this is the tool to download the Windows from Microsoft website.
Okay.
Now all are clear. If you download for other websites, Shop32, then File Hippo, don't follow. I request to everyone, don't follow. If you follow, you face too much problem on your company. Always follow that website which is 10 है. That Windows 10 ये किसका product है? Windows 10 or Windows 8, whatever. That is the product of Microsoft.
Microsoft.
That's why always follow official website which is Microsoft.com. All are clear? Any question up to now? Now I proceed.
Yes,
No.
sir.
किसी का कोई question है?
No, sir.
26 present here. It's not possible to check one by one. I request to everyone who not. But after complete, you don't tell me, sir, I'm not understood on that time. So why you are not asking right now? You get 2 hours.
Sir,
In
sir,
2
can you
hours,
explain?
Sir, I have one
Sir,
question, sir. Sir, basically, it's a software in which we can download or install Windows system, na?
Windows system is not Windows OS. System is different, OS is different.
Okay.
Small ISO file.
अच्छा ऐसा है. ये समझ में आ गया? What tool I am downloaded?
It is used for application. Yeah.
It is a application to download the Windows.
ISO file.
Clear?
मतलब
ये clear हो गया?
in this tool we
हाँ,
can
sir.
download application.
Now I opening the tool. Now what I describe? I am describing now how to download Windows 10 from MediaGrid. How to download Windows 10 from MediaGrid. All are clear? Question clear? Question को पहले
Yes.
समझना पड़ेगा भाई.
Yes.
नहीं तो कहाँ से क्या होगा, कहाँ से कहाँ जाना है, कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा. I request to
Question-
everyone who can understood the question first.
Sir,
All are
can
clear
you?
the question?
No, sir.
How to download Windows 10 from Media Creation tool. Now clear? How to download Windows 10 from Media Creation tool.
Okay, sir.
Now clear?
Clear,
Hello,
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
हेलो मैं बार बार बताऊंगा लेकिन चुप मत
Yes,
रहो.
sir.
I'm-
Yes,
I'm-
sir.
If you
Clear.
not understood, you can tell me 100 times. I definitely
Yes,
tell you
sir.
100.
Yes, sir. Clear.
So then where I go, click on accept.
Accept.
And one more thing is there. Screenshot, not an issue. If you not understood, you cannot perform. That screenshot help you how to do everything. सब कुछ
Yeah.
लिखा है भाई, ऐसा नहीं ऐसे ही बताऊं.
Sir,
Every
when
screenshot follow you. Now I describe that step. How to download Windows 10 from Microsoft website. So where I go, first I already go to google.com, then go to Windows 10 download. Then where I go to this website. Then where I go to media, download that tool 21H2, Microsoft Media Creation tool 21H2. Then where I go, after downloading, open the tool Media Creation. Then the 5th step now we are performing. So what is the fifth step? Fifth step is the accept. Applicable notice and Microsoft license. I am clicking on accept. That step is clear for all.
yes, sir.
Now where I go, there is also written what do you want to do. तुम क्या करोगे? यहाँ पे दो ऑप्शन आएगा. Go to second option. First is upgrade the PC now and create installation media. And it's totally depends on your internet speed. Okay, if you downloaded Windows 10 operating system, Windows 10 ISO, you wants to download, you can must require high speed internet. I request to everyone, don't try to now, because if you lost your all data, you will got disconnected on your current season. So you will perform this practical when your all season is got completed. Maybe after 2 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Clear? मेरा season
Clear.
complete होने के बाद करो. You will
सर
done the
इससे
practical
पहले
after completing the
डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया
practical.
था सर, क्या बताएं?
Otherwise,
Okay.
you will lose your all 2 GB data and then bye bye हो जाएगा. Clear?
Yes, yes.
So where I go, upgrade the PC now or create installation media. Upgrade the PC now for which time? When you upgrade the PC now, when you have Windows 7 and you can install Windows 10 online, on that time you will go through upgrade the PC. But how we are facing, we are choosing second option. Why? We are using ISO file for another PC. Clear for all? We are choosing
Sir,
the second option.
I don't understand, sir. This both upgrade this PC now. Why don't we choose first one?
सर कैन यू
We are
टेल
choosing upgrade the you listen my content. Whatever I describe, you can hear me. If not hear me, you can tell me. I'm not hear you, sir. Because everything I mention on my verbally. मैं verbally
Okay,
बोल
sir.
रहा हूँ. Why we are not using? So where I go, create installation, upgrade the PC now where on the same system. When you go to the same system, you want to upgrade your system from 7 to Windows 10, or you can upgrade 10 to Windows 10. On that time, you will follow the first. Clear?
Yes, sir.
If you installing for different PC, when you creating a virtual machine, when you are buying a new laptop and you can install Windows 10, when you have when your another desktop or laptop is got not working and you can install new OS, on that time you will go to second option. Clear?
सर सेकंड ऑप्शन वी कैन इंस्टॉल इन VMware another PC.
वो तो बाद का बात है. That also I describe after completing the Windows 10 download steps.
Okay.
And that ISO file is also using when you are creating the virtual machine. VMware.
Okay. Yes, sir. ISO file.
You
Yes,
see,
sir.
sir, I have a Windows 10, so can I download? Yes, sir, you will download. Why download it? Because you will perform practical tomorrow. And where you perform the practical? On VMware. Sir, why VMware? Because if you are performing practical on your own system, you will got disconnected and you will facing too much problem. So that's why if you perform on your virtual machine, if you will doing wrong step, you don't face any issue. You can normally delete the virtual That's why we will perform every practical on VMware. All are
Okay.
clear? Basic clear करो भाई. All I request to everyone, all are clear. What I am saying.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Getting.
Yes, sir. और मैं सबको बोल रहा हूँ भाई, ऐसा नहीं जिसके पास लैपटॉप है, जिसके पास लैपटॉप नहीं है उसके लिए नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. I tell you to everyone. So where I go to create installation media, USB flash drive, DVD or you are all understood. This second option is used for another piece where I facing Windows related problem or where I wants to install a fresh OS. All are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then click on next.
Yes, sir.
There is language, select language architecture already, sir. I already describe on system requirements. Here showing what 64-bit. क्या लिखा रहा है? Use the recommended option for this PC. This PC are using. Why is using? Because I have 8 GB RAM. I have 8 GB RAM. That's why it's visible. Clear?
Yes,
That's
sir.
why visible 64-bit because 64 support 2 GB RAM and 20 GB. So I have more than 2 GB RAM. That's why 64-bit is detected. If you wants to 32-bit, how to do? कैसे तुम possible होगा? You just uncheck it. Use the recommended option for this PC. Then the architecture option is. If you don't, you can download 32-bit. If you wants to download 64-bit, you can download 64-bit. If you wants to download both version, you can download both version. Whatever you want, जो तुम चाहते हो. अब किसी का क्वेश्चन आएगा सर why we are choosing both? You are going to a particular company. On the time you have two systems. One system is 1 GB RAM, one system have 4 GB RAM. So you are downloading Windows 10 multiple times? Obviously no. So you can choose one Windows 10 32-bit also, 64-bit also. That's why you can choose both.
Smart
If it is not working, you can multiply. If you have only single computer, on single computer have 1 GB RAM. So why you are downloading 64-bit? Because your system have 1 GB RAM. So you can download 32-bit. If you have 2 GB RAM, more than 2 GB RAM, why you will download 32-bit? On the time you will 64-bit you can install. Always you can check the system requirement. Otherwise you will facing slow speed issue. Your Windows issue. User directly kill you also. User तुमको मारेगा भी. मतलब बात से मारेगा. ठीक है.
Okay.
यूजर मतलब होएगा से तो यूजर ऑल्सो कॉलर क्लियर.
Yes, sir.
वेयर आई गो आई
Yes,
एम
sir.
चूजिंग 32 बिट. अब 32 बिट क्यों चूज किया? व्हाई आई चूज 32 बिट? कल जब
Because you
प्रैक्टिकल
have
करने के
RAM
लिए
of 2
बोलेंगे तुम
GB.
लोगों को, describe you can please share in one screen. Multiple candidate tell me sir my computer is slow. That's why we are choosing 32 bit because 30 bit required minimum space, 1 GB RAM, 16 GB hard drive. It's easy to use for virtual machine. All are clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question
Yes,
up
sir.
to now? किसी का कोई question
Yes,
है तो
sir.
बताओ.
सर ये हम जो ये कर रहे हैं वो वर्चुअल मशीन के लिए कर रहे हैं या अपने सिस्टम के लिए इसमें डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं विंडोज 10
virtual machine के लिए.
वर्चुअल मशीन के लिए क्योंकि ऑलरेडी विंडोज 10
मैंने वही तो बताया ना, ये स्टेप को मैंने वही इसीलिए बताया.
ओके सो
ये किसके लिए? ये सेम पीसी के लिए है कि अदर पीसी के लिए? क्या समझ में क्या आ रहा है? सेम अनदर पीसी. अब अनदर पीसी में ओएस नहीं रहेगा तो if you are going to another PC and on that another PC don't have install OS, is it possible to download on that system where you do not have OS? क्या ये possible है? Is it possible? No. Why no? Because where you don't have ISO file, where you don't have Windows, how to operate that system? That's why we are going to a fresh system and then download the Windows. I give you one phone. on that phone Android is not possible, not present. Is it possible to open WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, whatever you want? क्या ये possible है?
Nothing,
No, sir.
nothing will work, sir.
Here also same thing. If Windows is not present, then you cannot install any type of application on your computer. That's why must required Windows 10. Acha, how to download Windows 10? That I describe on next topic. But first you will download it. Download and install. That is different. Now I describe install. Now I describe downloading process. जैसे तुम लोग कोई भी मतलब whatever you wants to install, before you will download it, right? You are go to access the Facebook.com. So what you will do, you will go to Play Store and download that application. When the Facebook application completely downloaded, then you can use the application. Here also same thing. When you are wants to install a Windows 10, first you will download. पहले download करना पड़ेगा. So now I describe here download only. Maybe all are clear, right? सबको clear हो रहा है?
Yes.
All are clear?
Yes.
Yes,
So where
sir.
I go create Windows
sir.
10 installation media, then click on next. जिसका अभी भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब इतना कुछ बोलने के बाद भी प्लीज कम्युनिकेट करो. So where I go click on next. Then where I go 32-bit because I already described 32-bit is got small space. If you have more than 16 GB RAM, you can continue with 64-bit. Not an issue. But system requirement you can match. You cannot tell me, sir, my computer is. Yeah, maybe all are understood why we are using 32-bit and why we are using 64-bit. All are understood. Can I go
Sir.
to next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm choosing a 32-bit, then click on next. Then ISO, then go to where I'm clicking on ISO file. USB plus drive. Why? When you bootable your pen drive, when you install Windows on a particular system on offline mode. Offline mode means what? You buy a new laptop and on that laptop don't have ISO file. What you will do? You will bootable your pen drive through that first option. If you create a virtual machine and you can storing in a safe location where you use this to download this. If you bootable pen drive, go to first option. If you only download Windows 10, go to ISO file. When you bootable your pen drive, at least record 8 GB pen drive. देखो क्या बोल रहा है? It needs to be at least 8 GB. तो क्या लगेगा? Pen drive, SanDisk,
Sir.
HP, whatever the pen
Sir.
drive you have.
सर बूटेबल पेन ड्राइव थोड़ा सा डिस्क्राइब करेंगे थोड़ा सा और.
bootable करेंगे. पहले एक को समझो. तो ये स्टेप समझ में आ गया? Why we are choosing ISO USB plus drive and why we are choosing ISO?
Yes, sir.
So where I go to ISO file because I am using this ISO file multiple times. ये ISO file को हम बार-बार use करेंगे. When we are performing practical करेंगे उस टाइम बार-बार यूज करेंगे इस ISO फाइल को.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
तुम तो बोल रहे हो, बाकी सब तो नहीं बोल रहे हैं ना. मेरा तो वही प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है. यानामाला जगदीश साइलेंट, तुषार साइलेंट,
sir.
दीपना साइलेंट, सोजनवा साइलेंट, शुभम totally silent, Shankar totally silent. How I understood you are all clear? बोलो.
हेलो सर.
बोलो.
सर यू सर.
हाँ, you also use when you bootable your pen drive. When you bootable your pen drive, on the time you can use USB plus drive. That USB plus drive or pen drive required at least 8 GB free space.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So now I go to ISO, then click on next. Then where I go, I am choosing where I installing the Windows. Now हम choose करेंगे कहाँ पे हम Windows को install करेंगे. So I am creating a enter today's date. And then we can install Windows. That is the process to download the Windows. download will be start progress. It's when it's got completed up to 0 to 100%, when finish option is visible here. And when you click on finish, then your ISO file is successfully present on your that folder where you download the to download the Windows 10. Every steps are written here. You can read and you can perform. This is the homework.
Okay,
All
sir.
are clear?
Yes, sir.
ये काल डाउनलोड करोगे तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. You cannot perform. That's why where you will go? You will download it after 2 p.m. because after 2 p.m. to next 12 p.m. at least you will get 22 hours to download this ISO. Tomorrow my
So
computer
this
is
has
slow.
to be
Sir,
a
I'm
download
yeah have to
virtual
download
machine or on
only on your own system. You
okay,
only
only
just
on our
downloading
own.
the ISO file. Yeah,
Okay.
clear. And कैसा दिखेगा तुमको? How you are understood कि that ISO file is present on my CPU on my computer? कैसे समझोगे?
Yes, sir. By this following this process, sir, these steps.
You are दिखेगा तुमको. And what is the file size? What is the file size?
18 MB, sir.
0.12 GB.
18. देखो अभी बोला किसी ने कि
3.12.
18 MB. कौन बोला भाई 18 MB? हाथ उठाओ एक बार. Please raise your hand who tell me
Yes, sir.
18 MB. क्यों बोला रुपेश?
Yes, sir. Unfortunate. It actually I thought that was a
Unfortunate. यही
Yeah,
तो
yeah,
प्रॉब्लम है, इसीलिए तो मैंने बार बार बताया. नॉट है आईएसओ फाइल. वो मीडिया क्रिएशन टूल आईएसओ नहीं है. बार बार बोल रहा था.
Oh, sir, I'll remember this for entire my life, sir.
ऑल आर क्लियर?
Yes,
सबको
sir.
समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, अभी 2 कैंडिडेट आया था. क्या नाम है खुद बता दो. मेरा मतलब इजी होगा. Who is join new current now in this one of 10 p.m.
I just joined.
How you are understood 12 to 1 hour class? I mean only 1 hour class.
No, I was trying to log in, but due to network issue, I was not able. Right now, I'm logged.
I request to everyone, ऐसा करोगे तो प्रॉब्लम आएगा. सबका प्रॉब्लम है. और ये जो 1 घंटा
हाँ,
मैं
ये
बताया ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. बार बार बताना प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा बार. ठीक है, not an issue. Apruva, I sent you the steps. You can follow that steps.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I got it.
Apruva.
Yeah.
You can try to do it in your own side. If you not perform, you will tell me on tomorrow over any desk. You can give
Yeah.
me on any desk. I personally told you.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear?
Thank you,
Maybe
sir.
all are clear.
Yes, sir.
और एक चीज बताना चाहता हूँ तुम लोगों को. तुम मेरे को सब लोगों को बोल रहा हूँ जो पर्सनली कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर रहा. I'm टाइगर नहीं है भाई.
Excuse me, sir.
ठीक है, I'm not a tiger. I describe to everyone. 1 minute, Arjun, wait. I describe to everyone. Please communicate. If you not communicate, I'm not helping you. Yeah, Arjun, tell me now.
Hello.
Yeah, Arjun, tell me now.
Sir, my name is Arjun.
Arjun, you from coming which stream?
That Apurva and same Arjun Bangalore internship.
No, coming from which stream? BTech, BCA, MCA, what?
What,
Sorry?
sir?
Which group? Which
What
group
is
are
your
you?
stream?
IT.
IT. You have a laptop?
Sir. Now I am not able to join today because of network issues, sir.
Okay, but you have laptop, na?
No, sir.
No.
No.
प्रैक्टिकल में प्रॉब्लम आएगा भाई, सबको बोल रहा हूँ। जिसके पास लैपटॉप नहीं है एटलीस्ट फ्रेंड के साथ अरेंज करो
हाँ
इफ
सर,
पॉसिबल।
ओके सर,
प्रेशर नहीं दे रहा हूँ मैं तो, सब लोग सोचोगे कि मैं प्रेशर डाल रहा हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है।
ओके।
लेकिन तुम लोगों का एडवांटेज है। अप्रूवा यू फ्रॉम व्हिच स्ट्रीम?
Yes, sir. I'm from IT team as
आईटी।
well. Yeah.
You have a laptop?
Yeah, I have laptop.
Nobody, sir.
Maybe all are clear.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ISO file
Yes, sir.
how to download.
Yes, sir.
Now I go to the next step, which is
Installation.
how to install Windows.
Yes, sir.
देखो ये ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट हो गया है, मतलब 44 पार्ट, बिकॉज आई एम कनेक्टेड थ्रू। गाना मत करो भाई प्लीज। So where I go, I also send you one link to download type of tools to running multiple systems on your single computer or single laptop or single desktop. That's why that application is very important for every candidates who performing the practical. All are getting the link to download the VMware.
Yes.
Yes, sir. वो already download किया है सर VMware.
डाउनलोड ही है तो
Then
ठीक है,
what
बहुत
to
अच्छा
do?
है। जिसका नहीं है डाउनलोड कर लो। ओके, who don't have, please downloaded it. Now I describing how to install Windows 10. Maybe all are visible my screen. So where I go, I'm clicking on
Yes, sir.
create a virtual machine. Then where I go, click on typical, then click on next. Then where I go, installer disk. What file is required here?
ISO file.
Don't follow first step, you will follow second step.
Till. Yes, sir.
That's why before installation you can download the ISO file. That ISO file is very important for installing the Windows. So that's why I already describe how to download Windows 10. Now I am choosing here. Click on browse and choose the Windows 10 ISO. And what is the version? 21H1. देखो दिखा रहे Windows 10 detected. Maybe all are visible here. Windows 10 detected. Then click on next.
Yes.
Where I install, click on browse. Then where I go to C drive. On C drive, I am creating a place folder which is VMware. And on VMware, I am creating a new folder which is Windows 10 1. Windows 10 normally. Then click on. Then where I go, what is the folder? C VMware. Then store virtual disk as a single file. What is the system requirement? 32 GB, 32-bit required, 16 GB hard drive and 1 GB RAM, right? So I'm putting here 16 GB and then 1 GB RAM. Memory 1 GB, hard disk 16 GB. All are clear. System requirement.
Yes, sir.
Any question? किसी का कोई question?
Hello,
No,
sir.
sir.
हेलो सर, ये क्वेश्चन सर डायरेक्ट अगर तो देन सर क्या इशू आता है उसमें और इसमें जो हम लोग मीडिया क्रिएशन में डाउनलोड किए दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है सर?
क्या बोल रहे हो, फिर से बताओ एक बार।
सर हम लोग आईएसओ फाइल डाउनलोड करेंगे डायरेक्ट और हम लोग मीडिया क्रिएशन के थ्रू डाउनलोड किए, दोनों में सर डिफरेंस क्या है?
डिफरेंस है कि तुम डायरेक्टली जो डाउनलोड कर रहे हो वो तुम माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से करोगे तो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से ही डाउनलोड करोगे। अब तुम दूसरा साइट से करोगे
अवेलेबल है ना आईएसओ फाइल एंड एज वेल एज
हाँ, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट अवेलेबल है, लेकिन तुम्हारा तो व्यू तो नहीं हो रहा है। तुम दूसरा साइट फॉलो करोगे। इफ यू फॉलो द डिफरेंट साइट, इट्स नॉट फॉलो द माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वेबसाइट। सपोज आई गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. You buying a particular buying a particular HP laptop, I suppose. So you are going to different shop or you are going to a HP
HP
store.
store, sir.
कहाँ जाओगे तुम? They are also
HP
same thing. Very simple.
No,
They are
sir,
also same
but
thing.
my question was that, सर माइक्रोसॉफ्ट पे हम लोग ISO फाइल एज वेल एज मीडिया क्रिएशन के थ्रू दोनों डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं ना?
हाँ, both भी कर सकते हो. You will do three. I mean, you also downloaded 32-bit. You also downloaded 64-bit, and you also download both. On both version, you also have 32-bit and 64-bit.
Sir, my question is different, sir.
What?
सर ISO फाइल अलग से हम लोग डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, सिर्फ ISO फाइल सर उसके थ्रू माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के वेबसाइट पे जाकर के, और सर ये माइक्रोसॉफ्ट की वेबसाइट पे जाकर के मीडिया क्रिएशन के थ्रू हम लोग ISO फाइल डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं सर. सर दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है, ये मैं पूछ रहा हूँ सर.
दोनों में डिफरेंस कुछ नहीं है. तुम मीडिया क्रिएशन टूल से डाउनलोड करोगे तो उसमें दो ऑप्शन विजिबल होता है, अपग्रेड द पीसी नाउ और क्रिएट इंस्टॉलेशन मीडिया.
ठीक है सर.
और तुम डायरेक्ट लिंक से डाउनलोड करोगे तो डायरेक्ट डाउनलोड हो जाएगा, लेकिन वो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से होना चाहिए. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से होगा तो
माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से ही सर हो रहा है,
तब ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
अच्छा सर, उसमें मतलब 32 बिट का ऑप्शन आएगा ना? 32 64 बिट का ऑप्शन डायरेक्ट
वो मेरे को वो पता नहीं. I don't see. You cannot view that key. It's automatically detected from your own system, or it's by default describing 32-bit. And 100% sure it will be 64-bit because I'm also follow the same issue on Windows 11 proxy.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So where I go now, I click on finish. That is the last steps to create the workbench. Please rejoin and follow the.
Okay, sir.
Here also, left click on virtual machine, then press any key. Otherwise, you will pressing F5 network, and the Windows installation screen is coming. Maybe all are visible properly.
Yes, sir.
Clear. Now I continue after rejoining.
Okay, sir.